Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Current Affairs by Ekam IAS. So today on 2nd June 2019, our topics are Generalized System of Preference, that is GSP, then Goods and Service Tax, GST, Rare Earths, and today in Map Ed program we will be dealing with Coastal Plains in India and Prelims question revision series. So coming to our first topic, that is Generalized System of Preference, that is GSP. So actually why it came in news is that the US President Donald Trump, actually he has terminated India's designation as a beneficiary developing nation under the key GSP trade program that is effective from 5th June 2019. So why he do so? Because after determining that it has not assured the US that it will provide equitable and reasonable access to its markets. That is why it has removed the status. Okay, as a beneficiary developing nation. This is the news. So I'll tell more details. That is the US President Trump. According to his administration, it had launched the eligibility review of India's compliance with the GSP market access criterion in April 2018. And the Trump administration actually it argues that the New Delhi or our capital city, it has failed to assure America that it will provide an equitable as well as a reasonable access to its markets in numerous sectors. Okay, and also on 4th March 2019, the Trump he announced that the US it intends to terminate India's designation as a beneficiary developing country under the GSP program. So please remember the date. It is on 4th March 2019, and also a 60-day notice period that is ending on 3rd May 2019 was also given. Okay. And another thing is about GSP. We know that GSP stands for Generalized System of Preference. Actually, it is the largest and the oldest US trade preference program, and mainly it is designed in order to promote the economic development by allowing a duty-free entry for thousands of products that are designated beneficiary countries. Okay, so that is the main purpose. And also under this GSP program, nearly 2,000 products that is which are including the auto components and textile materials, they can enter the US duty free if the beneficiary developing countries they will meet the eligibility criteria that is established by the Congress. Okay, that is the thing. And also this GSP criteria, it includes among others, that is respecting arbitral awards in favor for the US citizens or the corporation, and also combating the child labor. Then we can say that respecting internationally recognized worker rights, etc. And also the countries, they can also be graduated from the GSP program. That is depending on factors that are related to the economic development. And another thing is that India was the largest beneficiary of the program in 2017 with $5.7 billion in imports to the US that has been given duty-free status. Okay, this is the news. And let's discuss about its impact. As I said, India has been a beneficiary of the program known as the Generalized System of Preference since November 1975, and the move it could impact India's competitiveness in exports of 1,900 items, mainly including organic chemical raw materials, then iron and steel, then furniture, aluminium, etc. Okay, this is the impact. Then coming to our second topic, that is GST, that is Goods and Service Tax. So the news is that the government actually managed to collect more than 1 lakh crore plus in May 2019. So the thing is that this is the third consecutive month of 1 lakh crore plus mobilization. Okay, actually this is the news. And we know that I'll explain the micro factors, that is about each and every values. That is, according to the Finance Ministry data, the total gross GST revenue that is collected in the month of May 2019, it is estimated to be 1,289 crore. This is the total amount. And out of which, the CGST, that is Central Goods and Service Tax, it is amounts to rupees 17,8111 crore. And SGST means State Goods and Service Tax, it is 24,462 crore. And IGST, it means Integrated Goods and Service Tax, it is 49,891 crore. That is including the 24,875 crore collected, that means that value collected on imports, and also collection from GST compensation cess, and it was 8,125 crore. Okay, these are the micro data. And the government, it has settled 18,098 crore to the CGST and 14,438 crore to the SGST from this IGST as regular settlement. Okay. And another thing is that the total revenue earned by the central government and the state government after regular settlement in the month of May 2019, it is 35,909 crore for CGST and 38,900 crore for the SGST. Okay, so as a whole, we can say that the revenue or the revenue amount in May 2019, it is 2.21% higher than the monthly average of GST revenue in the financial year 18-19. Okay, and there are 72.45 lakhs as a filled GSTR, that is 3B, that we calculate form for return for the month of April up to May 31st. So why I say all these values? Because it will be benefit, or it will be easy for you to code these things in the mains. That's why I have said each and every micro values. Okay, and we know that talking about GST, we know GST, it is a single tax on the supply of goods and services right from the manufacturer to the consumer. Okay, so the thing is that the credits of input taxes that are paid at each stage, it will be available in the subsequent stage of value addition, and this will make the GST an essential tax only on value addition at each stage. Okay, so the thing is that the final consumer, he will thus bear only the GST that is charged by the last dealer in the supply chain, with set of benefits at all the previous stages. So, keeping all this in mind, the federal structure of India, there will be two components of GST, that is, we know that CGST and SGST, and both the center and state, they will simultaneously levy this GST across the value chain. And we know that the center, they would levy and collect CGST, and state, they would levy and collect SGST on all transactions within the state. And I also told about IGST. IGST means integrated GST. It will be levied on the interstate transaction by the center. Okay. So, talking about a legal backtracking, we can say that a constitutional amendment bill, this is what I am saying is a legal backtracking of GST. We know that a constitutional amendment bill, it was moved on 1st August 2016 based on the political consensus. And this bill, it was passed by the Rajya Sabha on 3rd August 2016 and by the Lok Sabha on 8th August 2016. And after ratification by the required number of state legislatures and also the assent of the president, what happened? The constitutional amendment, it was notified as the Constitutional Act on 2016 on 8th September 2016. Okay, so the constitutional amendment actually paved a way for the introduction of goods and service tax in India. Actually, this is a legal backtracking regarding GST. Okay. So, if you ask for a definition of GST, I'll tell a simple definition, that is the GST, that's goods and service tax. It means any tax on supply of goods or services, or we can say both, except tax on the supply of alcoholic liquor for human consumption. And the article 366(12)(8) is related with GST. Okay. And also here you can see a diagram in which you will be able to clearly understand the pre-GST indirect tax structure in India and also GST structure in India, that is GST, CGST, SGST and IGST. Okay. Then what are the outside GSTs? So, we know that the alcohol for human consumption, then petroleum products, that is crude oil, diesel, petrol, then natural gas, okay, then tobacco, then entertainment tax that is levied by local bodies, okay, these are the outside GST. And for alcohol for human consumption, the power to tax, it remains with the state. Okay, these are some of the examples of outside GSTs. And talking about the GST Council, we know that Article 279A, it deals with GST Council. And we know that its chairman, it is Union Finance Minister, and the vice chairperson, it will be chosen among the ministers of the state government. Okay. So, this council actually it is making a recommendation on everything that is related to GST, including the laws, rules, then rates, etc. Okay. And here you can see the benefits of GST. I have mentioned some of the benefits of GST. They are reduction in cascading taxes, then overall reduction in prices, then common national market, then benefits to small taxpayers, self-regulating tax system, then simplified tax regime, abolition of CST, then exports to be zero rated. So, these are some of the benefits of GST. Okay. So, that's all about GST topic. Then coming to our next topic, that is rare earth. So, the news is that the rising tension between the USA and China, it has sparked the concerns that Beijing, it could use its dominant position as a supplier of rare earths for a leverage in the trade war between the two global economic powers. That is the news. So, we know that this rare earth means rare earth metals, actually they are a group of 17 metals, and they are lanthanum, cerium, then promethium, samarium, etc. These are the 17 rare earth elements, and the peculiar thing is that they appear in low concentration in the ground. And although they are more abundant than their name implies, they are difficult and actually we can say that they are costly to mine, and also the process of cleaning, it is also very difficult. Okay. And the thing is that the China, it hosts most of the world's processing capacity, and it has supplied 80% of the rare earths that is imported by the United States from 14 to 17. Okay. And another thing is that in 2017, the China, it accounted for 81% of the world's rare earth production, and this rare earth, they are also mined in India, South Africa, Canada, Australia, Brazil, etc. Okay. Then here I'll say some of the uses of rare earth elements. We know that this rare earths, they are used in rechargeable batteries, then DVD players, advanced ceramics, then monitors, television, etc. And then several rare earth elements such as neodymium and dysprosium, they are critical to the motors, and they are used in electric vehicles. Okay. And lanthanum, it's a rare earth element. For example, it is needed in the manufacture of night vision devices. So, these are some of the uses of rare earth elements. Actually, they are very much useful in some exceptional purposes. Okay. Then, And today in Map Ed program, we will be dealing with the coastal plains in India. Actually, we will take it in two parts. And today, I'll deal with the first part and our coastal plains. First, we will start from Kathiawar coastal plains. Actually, it is spread from Kutch to Daman in south. And actually, it is famous for the large scale production of salt. And next is the Konkan coastal plains. We know that it is spread from Daman in the north to Goa in the south. Actually, it is a submerged plain. And next is the Kannada coastal plain. It lies between Goa to Kannur. And next is Kanyakumari coast. It lies between Kannur to the Cape Camarine. And next one, it is Malabar coastal plain. So, it consists of Kannada coast and Kanyakumari coast, and it extends from Goa in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. And then we can say that an area which receives one of the highest rainfall in monsoon season, that is this Malabar coastal plain. And actually, it is marked with lagoons such as Ashtamudi, then Vempanad. We commonly call it as Kayals. Okay, this is the speciality of this Malabar coastal plain. So, it receives very high rainfall in monsoon season. Okay. And here you can see the Kathiawar coast, then Konkan coast, Kannada coast, Kanyakumari coast, etc. Okay. Then in Prelims question revision series, today our question is, what is the purpose of Evolved Laser Interferometer Space Antenna, that is ELISA project? And its options are A, to detect neutrinos, B, to detect gravitational waves, C, to detect the effectiveness of missile defense system, and D, to study the effect of solar flares on our communication systems. Okay, this is the question. And we know that this ELISA, actually it is a spectacular plan for setting into space 3 spacecraft. That is, there will be a mother spacecraft and 2 daughter spacecraft. And the thing is that it will fly in a triangular formation that is trailing the earth in its orbit around the sun at a distance of over 50 million kilometers. And the thing is that the laser interferometers, they will clearly, or we can say that they will accurately measure the changes in the distance between these cubes. Okay. So, if they should be affected by a gravitational wave, then the minute changes in the distance, they are measured by this interferometer. So, this is what is an ELISA. Okay. So, coming back to our options, A, to detect neutrinos, it is a wrong statement. B, to detect gravitational waves. Yes, it's a right statement. Then C and D, to detect effectiveness of missile defense system, no. Then D, to study the effect of solar flares on our communication system, no. So, our answer, it is B, that is to detect the gravitational waves. So, our answer is B. So, that's all for today's session. Thank you for listening. You can download the material from the link given below. Good night.